Please be seated. Tennessee Avenue Christian Academy administration, faculty and staff, friends and loved ones, and fellow students, on behalf of the graduating class of 2026, we would like to welcome you here today. Thank you for joining us for this very special day that signifies the end of one journey and the beginning of another. We hope that you will all enjoy this time that has been set aside to celebrate the accomplishments of our senior graduates.
Philippians 4:8, our school motto. Whatsoever things are true, noble, just, pure, lovely, of good testimony, whatsoever things are of moral excellence, whatsoever things are worthy of praise, we will think on these things.
Please join me in a prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for this day, God. I thank you for everything you do. I thank you for bringing us out here all safely, God. And I thank you for this graduating class of 2026, God. Lead, guide, and direct them, Lord. Please bless them wherever they go. As they have ended one journey, please help them as they go into their next journey, wherever they go. Lord, I just pray you help them in whatever they need and that they will stay true to you. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
It is my honor to introduce Lydia Osborne, valedictorian of the Tennessee Avenue Christian Academy class of 2026. Lydia began her journey at TACA in the 5th grade and has distinguished herself through hard work, dedication, and a commitment to excellence in both academics and character. Graduating summa cum laude, Lydia has demonstrated outstanding achievement throughout her years at TACA. Her accomplishments have earned her the Tennessee Promise Scholarship and the Hope Scholarship, recognizing her academic success and bright future ahead. Lydia's perseverance, leadership, and Christ-centered spirit have made a lasting impact on our school family. She exemplifies the mission of Tennessee Avenue Christian Academy by striving for excellence while reflecting integrity, humility, and faith in all that she does. She was awarded the highest honor given by TACA, which is the Crusader Award, for displaying all the qualities of a future Christian leader. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming the valedictorian of the class of 2026, Lydia Osborne.
Good evening. I'm so glad that all of you have come out to celebrate our graduation with us. It is such an honor to be able to speak here on this special night. Was I nervous to find out that I needed to speak in front of many, many people? No, of course not. But I sure felt honored and privileged to speak on a night that will be remembered and cherished. It has been a blast being able to be part of this school, even if I did not always recognize it. When I first came here in 5th grade, I did not think it was a blast at all. I was upset that I had to leave everything I knew to go to a place and school that was strange to me. So I tried to find any little thing about TACA that I could be critical about. I would say things like, well, my old school never did that, or my old school did this way better. I even realized that our Christian flag pledge was different. So while we were pledging, my 10-year-old self would whisper under my breath the other pledge on purpose just to be rebellious. But even in that rebellious attitude, the Lord was still working. He knew that coming to this school would grow me in a way that I could have never imagined. No matter how bad or rebellious I would act, He would still work through it all. He gave all my teachers the patience that they needed to not give up on me when I was at my worst. Speaking of which, if you were one of my teachers who had to put up with me in 8th or 9th grade, I am very, very sorry. You are definitely a survivor. Eventually, I started to fall in love with TACA, even without realizing it. I was starting to see how privileged I was to be a part of a school that always tried to show Christ in everything they do. I can see how God used this school to change things in my heart that needed changed. He even changed what I was planning to do in the future. I thought for sure I knew what I was going to do after school, but even that changed. I'm now planning to go to Northeast State and go into the automotive program. It is clear that God worked through the people who were around me to change my life as well. I began to make friends that truly supported me and encouraged me. I would have never thought that I would have had friends who really do seem like my brothers and sisters. When I think about the class that I get to graduate with, I see them as two things. First, they're my family. No matter what happens between us, we have each other's back. Whether it was arguing about silly little things, or not being able to stand the loud, obnoxious chewing during lunch, or the very breath that came out of each other's lungs that was just a little too loud for our liking. We still loved each other so much. Second, they are my team. I never had to worry about going through anything alone because they were ready to jump right into every problem that I thought I had to go through alone. They were not scared to face whatever thing that I had to face, and I am so grateful for that. As we go out of those doors and go our separate ways, I want each and every one of you to know how much I love and appreciate you. As God directs us in the path that He has for our life, whether He brings us together or leads us in different directions, I know that I can hold on to the many memories that we have made throughout the years. I want to say thank you to all my friends who never stopped supporting me. Thank you to all my teachers and this school who would encourage me and cheer me on when I felt like giving up. Thank you to my mom who spent countless hours helping me and providing me with the things I needed when I needed them. Thank you to my brothers for toughening me up to face the hard challenges of the world, and for my sisters to help me step by step along the way. I also want to thank God that He has given me all my friends, family, and skills to make it through everything He has planned for me. He has carried me through everything. For all those who, like me, are about to go through another chapter in their life, just trust God. I know that seems easier said than done. Believe me, I know. But all you can do is try your best to trust Him, and He will guide the rest. Here are some verses that help me whenever I'm uncertain about the future. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths." Isaiah 41:10 says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." Psalms 119:105 says, "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." So trust God even when you don't know what direction He is leading you. Congratulations to my fellow class of 2026.
Sorry. As you have probably noticed, we have been blessed to have two valedictorians this year. Both of them had the same GPA down to 1/100th of a point. So these two kids are really special, and I want to introduce the second valedictorian. It is my honor to introduce the valedictorian of Tennessee Avenue Christian Academy, class of 2026, Colton Vanover. Colton began his journey at TACA as a first grader, and through the years he has consistently demonstrated academic excellence, Christian character, and commitment to honoring God in all that he does. His dedication and perseverance have led him to graduate summa cum laude, an achievement that reflects countless hours of hard work and determination. In addition, his outstanding academic accomplishments, Colton has received numerous prestigious awards and scholarships, including the UTC Provost Scholarship, the UTC Promise Scholar Award, Tennessee Hope Aspire Award, and the Brock Scholarship. These are all prestigious awards. These recognitions are a testament not only to his intellect, but also to his leadership, integrity, and his bright future ahead. Colton represents the mission of Tennessee Avenue Christian Academy very well, pursuing excellence through a biblical worldview while striving to make a difference for Christ. We are proud of this young man and believe that he has a bright future ahead. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming the valedictorian of the class of 2026, Colton Banover.
Well, I have been at TACA for about 11 to 12 years, and I will be honest, quite a bit has changed, grown, developed, and improved. I have a lot of memories at this school, a mix of good, bad, and ugly. I can remember quite a few times where I may have said or done something I was not supposed to, or gotten in trouble in some way, and yet there was never any malice towards me, only compassion and reasonable discipline. This place has always felt like a second home, maybe because I had to be here most of my life. But truthfully, it will be a huge adjustment to leave. I know that my whole life, this is what I have been preparing for, going through the motions to prepare for when I did eventually have to leave. And that time has finally come, just quicker than I thought it might. Years have come and gone, some I remember very well and others not so much, but each has helped me become the person I am today. God knows I'm not perfect, and I would never claim to be. I try my best now that I'm older. Try my best to stay out of trouble and make the best decisions I can for my future. Well, the best a teenage boy can make. If I am being completely honest, I'm ready to leave. But a small part of me will always be at TACA, and I can't say I won't miss these friends and family I have grown with after all this time. I've had many teachers and classmates come and go, and many memories long forgotten. No matter what's happened in my life, this school has been with me through it all. I have loved and I have lost, but I hear that it is better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Let's see. And for that, I am eternally grateful. I have made friends at TACA, and I have lost friends at TACA. Miss Paula Stegall was one of the most influential teachers I have ever had in my life, and for her impact on me, I will be eternally grateful. Another example is Mr. Ray Allen. Mr. Allen had more leniency for me, I believe, than any other teacher, and believe me, he had a lot. No matter how I acted or how I misbehaved, he never stopped loving our class and me, and being not only the best teacher he could be, but also the best person he could be. Mrs. Pugh has also had a big impact on my life. She unfortunately had to deal with me while going through my change from being good-mannered to not so much in 8th grade. But no matter what I did, she never stopped trying to help me grow and be better for myself without changing who I am. In fact, all of my teachers have helped me in their own ways, even the ones who are not at this school anymore, and for each, I could never say I regret knowing. All right, enough with the sad stuff. But I gotta say that I'm very appreciative of this high achievement that has been given to both me and Lydia. This has been a stressful year, but it would be for any high school senior, and my class is living proof of that. Just ask our teachers about these last 2 weeks. Even though we are excited about graduation, we are also scared for the future. We have been told our whole lives that God has the future in his hands and there is no need to worry, and we get that, but at the end of the day, we're still humans, and we're gonna worry. I don't know where our lives will take us or when our paths will cross again, hopefully more often than not. But I know that no matter what, our friend and I have a bond that surpasses just high school graduation and time. No matter what, with God as our center, we will always find our way back to each other when we need it. I used to say that I wanted to be a surgeon, a neurosurgeon, in fact. My whole life I felt that was what I wanted, that was where my life was headed. But now I just don't know. People tell me that I don't need to have it all figured out right now, but can you blame me for wanting some sort of heading? I lay it in the Lord's hands, so I know he has me, but I will just take this life one step at a time. Life is too short to worry. Another thing I've wanted all my life, and my family can attest, is a family of my own. Ever since I can remember, I have dreamed of growing old with a wife and kids by my side. Heck, I'd adopt a kid right now if I didn't have to go to college. I I trust the Lord with everything He provides and everything He tells me to wait on. Maybe years down the road I can see myself in those shoes, but for now I'm content with what I have and waiting and trusting on God for when the time is right. They say you can either be a lover or a fighter, but I'm both. I try to show love to everyone I meet and to everyone I know, but I also am not afraid to stand up for what I believe in and tell it how it is. That's how my papa raised me, and that's how I'll stand till the day I die. However, he also taught me never to start a fight, but to end it. As a lesson I feel a lot more people in this world need to live by. But no matter what, I love everyone just as Jesus wants us to, even if I don't like the person. I feel like that's just customary. I have always said I don't believe in good people, just small bursts of goodness in their hearts. My papa was not a good person by any means, but he knew right from wrong, and he knew family came above all else. He had his moments, but he always tried to do the right thing in the long run. He had a lot more morals than some people do now, that's for sure. He was actually the one that came to this school to admit me. Most of my grade year, he'd ride me here on the back of his motorcycle, him in his leather, and me in my polo and khakis. He was my best friend, and I miss him every day of my life. But I know he'd be proud of me, and I think about that every day too. Since he died back in 2020, I've always kept him close to my heart, literally, in a little bullet necklace. I just want to finish off this speech with the thanks you all deserve from my classmates and me. I genuinely could not find nearly enough words to describe the love and gratitude I feel for everyone here and the lasting impression that has been placed in my life. You all will always have a part of my heart, and that won't ever change. Thank you for letting me spend my days here, learning, growing, and making family along the way.
Brian Addington is a 1989 graduate of Pikeville University and 1993 graduate of the University of Tennessee College of Law. He was self-employed out of law school for 2 years and then became corporate counsel for Appalachian Educational Communication Corporation. In 1996, he became an unemployment hearing officer for the Department of Labor and Workforce Development. In November 2004, he began work as a workers' compensation specialist in Kingsport, Tennessee office. And in 2014, he became one of the original 8 judges on the Court of Workers' Compensation Claims. He has been a speaker for legal matters for years and writes for the court's blog. He is a member of the National Association of Workers' Compensation Judges and a fellow of the College of Workers' Compensation Lawyers. He is married to Donna, and they have one son, Ian, that graduated from TACA in 2021, and he has a grandbaby on the way. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Brian Addington.
And all of that I owe to the glory of God and thank Him for that every day. Graduates, parents, family, and staff, and friends, it's a pleasure to speak to you tonight. I can remember just 5 years ago, I sat in the audience right there with the great joy and pride as my son Ian graduated here. So I know you're feeling the same emotions and probably even more today. Well, graduates, I know it's been a long journey, and I know you're excited. It's fun to be where you are today, a long 12 years of school behind you, and a bright future ahead. I just have a few words for you tonight to consider as you step out into that future. First, I ask you to be thankful, very thankful. First, to God for loving you and giving you the wisdom to make it this far, for your parents and family that have supported, cheered, and helped you along, for friendships you've made and the support that brings to you, and for the committed teachers and staff who've dedicated themselves to you during your time here. Second, I want you to expect anything. I marvel at the world that you're going out into tonight. When I graduated high school, I knew about computers, but had never even seen one in a house or at school. I'd never even heard of a cell phone. let alone seen one. You know what exciting phone technology was in my day? A long cord that allowed me to take the phone from the kitchen to my room so I could have a private conversation. And for me, taking photographs back in my day in high school, I had to use real film, and I had a rotating flash cube on top of the camera. Now, in your pocket or in your purse, you have a phone, a computer, and a camera that can talk to people around the world, watch a movie, solve complex problems. When I was your age, if I wanted to watch a movie, I had to settle for what was on TV, and there was only 4 channels. Go to a movie theater or head to a video store. Do y'all remember what Blockbuster was? Y'all remember that? Well, the world we have today is shrinking, of course, but opportunities to explore new things still exist. As you've grown up, you've seen many technological advances that we older adults here tonight would have thought impossible. There are rockets now that take off, go to space, and then come back and land. There's a thing called the cloud. I can't even try to explain what that is. Amen, right? There are Apple and Fitbit watches, and they're watches, but there's so much more, and they do so many things. And self-driving vehicles. Think about that. And then there's AI, another thing just beyond me. These are all well and good, but for you, there's going to be even greater opportunities in all these areas. We're headed to the moon, and we're headed to Mars. Will somebody in your class be the first person to take a step on Mars? Think about that. Or the first woman to be on the moon. Wouldn't that be great? I hope so. I hope so, and I hope you're thinking about that, because that would be so exciting. Well, what has God done for you doesn't have to be, and what He has for you doesn't have to be interplanetary. It doesn't have to be international. He might have a plan for you here in Tennessee or in Virginia or even right here in Bristol. Just in the years since Ian graduated, several of his classmates and the ones that graduated before him have personally helped me. They've fed me. They've taken care of my property. They've preached to me. They've nursed me in the hospital and kept my lights on during the storm. Whatever God has planned for you is perfect, and He will equip you with all you need to do that very thing that He's called you to do. Remember, there's no small jobs with God. Right now, you might think, or you might not know what He has in store for you. And it's all right to know, and it's all right not to know. And it's great to have big plans. Everybody likes to plan. When I was in high school, when I graduated, I thought for sure that my future job would be a history teacher or working at a national battlefield. I really wanted to do that, and I thought that was what God wanted me to do. Instead, those doors closed. But He worked it out that I would go to law school, start my own law firm, work as a corporate attorney, then work as a state attorney, and then work as a judge. I would have never thought that out. I would have never been able to plan that out. But God did, and He used people in my life to steer me toward His goals. So be flexible and be willing to bend your will to His, because no one has better plans than Him. For a minute, just imagine Gideon in the Bible. Like you, he was a young adult, still living at home, and in a time of war like we're in today, he thought the best thing that he could do was to hide and thresh wheat in a wine press. But the Lord's plan for him was to lead the army to victory. And by listening to the Lord and following His very specific plan, if y'all remember that, little torches and trumpets out in the middle of the night, guess what Gideon did? He led the army to victory, and he became a judge in Israel. And as I've mentioned, this world we live in is shrinking. And there's great changes that we've seen, but there's also dangers that there could be changes for the worse. Sometimes we go through trying times. Satan and evildoers are trying to change things into the mold that they want. Anything and everything that mocks God or righteousness is on their list to get accomplished. If you have watched the news any recently, it seems they are shaking the foundations of everything that God has built. But times like these are not new. In Psalm 11, David felt the same thing. Evildoers were trying to destroy him, and his counselors said, David, flee to the hills, flee to the mountains. And he asked the question, when the foundations are being destroyed, what can the righteous do? The answer was that the Lord was not sleeping, he was not uninterested, but he was in his holy temple on his throne, and the righteous on earth were in his sight and care. What a greater place can you be? He holds you in the palm of his hand. He is your place of refuge in this world, not to hide, but to be empowered. So don't be discouraged when bad times come, because there will be bad times. But know that God loves you, is not surprised by what the evildoers of this world are doing, and he has his eyes set on you. However, being human, sometimes we look at the world or the many things that we have to do, and we see an enemy, a big enemy, or we see a big obstacle that brings fear or anxiety to our hearts. But we need to take heart in the Lord during trying times and see through his eyes and not through our own. I recently came across a video, y'all might have seen it too, of a huge angry dog tied up that looks just vicious. I mean, this is a big dog, and he's mean looking. And he's ready to tear into anyone and anything that comes his way. There's also a small chihuahua running around, but he's cowering at everybody that comes by. Through my eyes, the big dog was what? The big dog. Big, scary thing. And I felt just sorrow for that poor little chihuahua. But then a man comes along and he throws a piece of food toward that raging dog, and before it touches the ground, the chihuahua charges in, barking and snarling, and takes the food away from that huge dog. It was truly a David and Goliath moment. What that little chihuahua understood was, as President McKinley once said, half-heartedness never won a battle. You either go in with all your effort or don't go in at all. What did the Lord often chide his disciples about? O you of little faith. So be strong and trust the Lord. And your education here will help you. In the Bible, John the Baptist came to do what? Make ready a people prepared for the Lord. Well, what does that mean? It means that their inner character was developed to externally have a great experience with the Lord. That's what's happened here. Your teachers and your parents have developed your inner character by sharing with you the knowledge that they have about math, English, social studies, you name it, and also the truth of God. They've prepared you for the next step in your education, your career, and your life. So go forward in that knowledge and have a great experience in the Lord, and do as President Ronald Reagan once said, live simply, love generously, care deeply, speak kindly, and leave the rest to God. And as you leave here today, take the Lord with you. Mind what you have learned, or as the old-timers would say, mind your business. And may God richly bless you. And as he does, we look forward to seeing all that you can accomplish. Good night, and God bless the class of 2026.
I don't want to hear anymore. Teach me to listen. I don't want to see anymore. Give me a vision that you could move this heart to be saved. wanna be different. I wanna be changed till all of me is gone, and all that remains is a fire so bright the whole world can see that there's something different. So come and be different in me. And I don't wanna spend my life stuck in a pattern. And I don't wanna gain this world but lose what matters. So I'm giving up everything because I wanna be different. I wanna be changed till all of me is gone, and all that remains is a fire so bright the whole world can see that there's something different. So come and be different. Oh, I know that I am far from perfect. Through you, the cross still says I'm worth it. So take this beating in my heart and go and finish what you started. When they see me, let them see you. 'Cause I just wanna be different, yeah. I wanna be different. I wanna be changed till all of me is gone, and all that remains, oh, is a fire so bright the whole world can see that there's something different. So come and be different. I just wanna be different. So could you be different in me? Can't believe we've come this far. It feels just like getting started. Somehow we're still running like those kids back then. Scrape some knees and falling down, but somehow we keep getting back up. Long as there is wonder, gonna keep running, yeah, we'll keep running. In the snowman, it's electric. Can you see it? Can you feel it? This dream inside is still alive today. Yeah, we're on our way. We're on our way. We're on our way to breaking through. 'Cause we were made for something new. We're on our way.
At this time, we would like to recognize our high school faculty and staff. The faculty and staff of Tennessee Avenue Christian Academy are the heart of our ministry and mission. Dedicated, committed, and passionate about Christian education, our team faithfully serves each student with excellence, compassion, and integrity. More than educators, they are mentors, encouragers, examples of Christ-like character. The faculty and staff of TACA are committed to partnering with families to train and equip the next generation of Christian leaders, ensuring every opportunity points students toward a deeper knowledge of God and a life of faithful service to Him. And I'll ask Ms. Widener to introduce them.
Mr. Joey Cole, who's up in our sound booth. Mrs. Beth Williams Norby. Mr. Stuart Sutherland. Mr. Donald Bose. Mr. Kent Peters. Mrs. Samantha Tuzzolino, Coach Tuz. Mrs. Catherine Benton. Mrs. Christy Vance. And although she does not teach high school, we have to recognize Mrs. Naomi Pugh. Thank you. Tennessee Avenue Christian Academy administration, faculty, parents, and guests. I'm delighted to announce that the graduating class of 2026 has met or exceeded all requirements set forth by Tennessee Avenue Christian Academy, Tennessee Association of Christian Schools, American Association of Christian Schools, and the State Department of Education. Several of our graduates are displaying cords of color in recognition of their high school academic achievements and community service. The gold cord indicates the highest honor, summa cum laude. The white cord indicates the silver cord indicates the second highest honor, magna cum laude. The white cord indicates the third highest, cum laude. The red cord indicates honor student. The red and white cord indicates indicates exceptional community service in accordance with the Marsh Blood Bank. The presentation of diplomas is the last official academic affirmation of Tennessee Avenue Christian Academy. Our prayers, love, and best wishes will forever follow these students through their lives. It is our honor on behalf of Tennessee Avenue Christian Academy to present diplomas to our 2026 senior class. Graduates, please stand. We would also like to ask the family of each graduate to stand when your student's name is called. Mariah Paige Blair, summa cum laude. Mariah is the daughter of Rick Blair and Paige Blair. Mariah plans on continuing her education at Northeast State Community College, where she will pursue a degree in digital media. Mariah says, I would like to thank my mom, dad, Mimi, Poppy, and all my teachers and friends who have helped me to graduate. Cheryl Sophia Blair, magna cum laude. Sophie is the daughter of Rick Blair and Paige Blair. Sophie plans on continuing her education at Northeast State Community College, where she will also pursue a degree in digital media. Sophie says, I want to thank my parents for raising me and Mr. Kent for teaching me Bible. Thank you to Coach Tuz for taking care of me during the senior trip. Thank you to Megan and Rachel for teaching me about God and being there for me. Chelsea Danielle Bowman, cum laude. Chelsea is the daughter of David Bowman and the late Missy Bowman. Chelsea plans on attending Carson Newman University to pursue a degree in psychology. Chelsea says, I want to thank my mom and dad for giving me a Christian home and all my aunts and cousins who have filled in for me when my mom couldn't be there. Karis Jean Darby, summa cum laude. Karis is the daughter of Daniel and Jennifer Darby. Karis plans to go wherever the Lord directs her. She would like to possibly pursue a career in dentistry or cosmetology. Karis says, I want to thank you to all of TACA for growing me not only educationally but also spiritually. Most of all, I want to thank my loving family and parents who have taught and raised me to put God first and foremost. Chloe Marie DeBow, honor student. Chloe is the daughter of Brant and Janet DeBow. Chloe plans to attend Northeast State Community College to obtain an EMT certification. Chloe says, thank you to both of my parents for supporting me and always teaching me how to walk with the Lord. Thank you to my sister for helping me survive high school. I love you. Pear Russell Morgan, summa cum laude. Pear is the son of Christopher Murphy and Jennifer Morgan. Pear plans to take summer courses at Northeast State Community College and then transfer to UT Knoxville for a mechanical engineering degree. Pear says, "Thank you to my parents, Mr. Peters, Mr. Bose, Mr. Sutherland, Mrs. Vance, Miss Widener, and all the faculty." Lydia Robin Osborne, summa cum laude. Lydia is the daughter of Robin Reese and the late Reverend Tim Osborne. Lydia plans to attend Northeast State Community College and begin the automotive technology program. Lydia says, "Thank you to my mom, brother, sisters, and my TACA family for everything." Emily Rachel Petty, cum laude. Emily is the daughter of Brent and Cindy Petty. Emily will be working a part-time job and taking a gap year. She plans to enroll at Virginia Highlands Community College in the fall of 2027 to pursue a degree in psychology. Emily says, "First of all, I would like to thank all my teachers and the staff at the school for pouring into me and teaching me. Thank you to all my friends and siblings for being there in the ups and downs. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents for all they have done and always guiding me." Colton Gray Vanover, summa cum laude. Colton is the son of James Vanover and Amanda Leonard. Colton plans on attending University of Tennessee, Chattanooga in the fall. He will be taking general classes in the beginning and is contemplating trying out for the basketball team. Colton says, "I want to thank my family for not only getting me through school, but also supporting me through the choices I make, no matter how dumb. I want to thank all the teachers, past and present, that brought me to where I am because I couldn't have done it without them. I want to thank not only my day ones, but also my day twos, because no matter what, you guys have stuck with me and kept me straight in line, and I will miss you all tremendously." We will now carry out the passing of the sword. Graduates, just leave your diplomas there. Graduates and sophomore representatives, please come up. Underclassmen. A crusader is defined as a person firmly committed to taking an active role in the process needed for positive change. A crusader works tirelessly towards a cause about which he or she is passionate. A crusader is also a warrior, willing to stand and fight to the end. The class of 2026 now passes the sword to the representatives who stand beside them as future TACA graduates. Future graduates, the class of 2026 encourages you to fight the good fight of faith as passionate, dedicated crusaders. Sophomore representatives, you may go down.
Friends and family, faculty and staff, I present to you the graduating class of 2026.